Welcome to the Darknet. Not your grandma's internet, unless she's secretly selling forged passwords from a bunker in Belarus. If the surface web is only 10% of the internet, what's hiding in the other 90%? And what is the Darknet really? Who rules this hidden kingdom? Bring your curiosity, your VPN, and maybe a flashlight. Things are about to get encrypted. But first, let's start from the beginning. Who created the dark web? It all started in the mid-1990s when the US Naval Research Laboratory developed a technology called the onion routing, designed to protect intelligence communications by making them anonymous and untraceable. In 2002, Tor's code was released to the public as open-source software. Why? Because the more people who used it, journalists, descendants, and everyday citizens, the harder it would be to single out spies hiding in the crowd. And before we plunge into the shadows, it's crucial to understand the structure of the internet. Surface web, the public playground. The surface web, also known as the clear web, is the part of the internet that we all know and use daily. It includes anything indexed by search engines such as Google or Bing. This is where you book flights, watch YouTube, scroll through Instagram, or read free access articles on the BBC. Deep web, the password-protected vault. Beneath the surface lies the deep web, a colossal zone that's not indexed by search engines. But contrary to popular belief, it's not sinister. In fact, you use it every day. Your Gmail inbox, online banking dashboard, Netflix queue, hospital records, or university's course portal. Darknet, the digital abyss. It is a deliberately hidden part of the internet that is only accessible with specialized software such as the Tor browser, the Onion router, or I2P, Invisible Internet Project. It's designed to offer anonymity and privacy, both for users and the sites they visit. It's estimated that the surface web accounts for approximately 5 to 10% of the internet, while the deep web comprises as much as 90 to 95%. The dark web only makes up about 0.01% of the deep web. What does the dark web look like? Unlike the sleek interfaces of Google or YouTube, most dark websites feel like time travel back to the early 2000s. Basic layouts, heavy text, few images, and strange URLs ending in .onion. Navigation is clunky, almost intentionally confusing. To wander the corridors of the Darknet, you need a key. That key is often the Tor browser. Here's how it works. Imagine wrapping a message in several envelopes, each one labeled with a different post office along the way. The message travels from node to node, each layer peeled off like an onion, until it reaches its destination. At no point does any single node know both the origin and the destination. Still, just because the Darknet feels like another world doesn't mean every rumor about it is real. Let's take a moment to separate fact from fiction. There are no red rooms streaming live torture. Those are internet urban legends. There aren't roving cyber assassins waiting for your Bitcoin. But what is real? The drugs, fake documents, and hacking collectives are already enough to merit concern, vigilance, and robust cyber policies. One of the most chilling aspects of the Darknet is how it can distort the truth. Need a passport from a European Union country? A US driver's license? A university diploma? It's disturbingly easy to find offers for all of the above. During the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, listings appeared for fake vaccination certificates, QR codes, and forged negative test results, posing a very real public health threat. Equally dangerous are the listings for unregulated pharmaceuticals, so-called smart drugs, cancer cures, and DIY biohacking kits that promise genetic enhancements. A different corner of the Darknet buzzes with survivalist energy. Here, PDF guides teach how to purify water with dirt, build solar panels from scratch, or construct secret shelters in national forests. Darknet markets also sell leaked credit cards that can be purchased for use in illegal activities. With so much shady content available, you might wonder, does simply visiting the dark web make you a criminal? It is not illegal to access or browse the dark web in most countries. Browsing the dark web becomes illegal only when someone engages in criminal activity, like buying stolen data, hiring a hacker, or trading illicit content. Think of it like walking through a sketchy neighborhood. It's not illegal to be there, but what you do there makes all the difference. Even if you're not doing anything shady, is it actually safe to visit the dark web? If you're careful, informed, and take precautions, yes, it can be navigated safely. The risks include malware that can infect your device, phishing scams mimicking dark web markets or wallets, spyware and keyloggers are hidden in downloads, and sometimes just psychological shock from accidentally seeing something deeply disturbing. So what's actually inside the dark web? Marketplaces, forums and chat rooms, whistleblower platforms, libraries and archives. Let's discuss the Silk Road, which was launched in 2011 by Ross Ulbricht under the pseudonym Dread Pirate Roberts. Styled like an eBay for the underworld, it offered a sleek, user-friendly interface, except the products were illegal drugs, counterfeit documents, hacking tools, and more. Bitcoin was the currency of choice, providing a layer of pseudonymity for both buyers and sellers. The Silk Road was shut down in 2013 by the FBI, and Ulbricht is now serving a double life sentence. However, the shadowy legacy of the marketplace persisted, spawning copycats such as Alphabet and Hansa, both of which were taken down by the FBI, DEA, Dutch National Police, and Europol on July 20, 2017. Around the same time, another high-profile takedown captured global headlines: the fall of Mega Upload. Kim.com, a flamboyant German-Finnish entrepreneur, founded a file-sharing giant that once accounted for 4% of all internet traffic and had over 150 million users. Living like a modern-day Bond villain in a New Zealand mansion, .com drew the wrath of Hollywood and US authorities, who saw him as a digital pirate king. In 2012, his empire came crashing down in a dramatic FBI-led raid involving helicopters and seized servers. The US accused him of racketeering and copyright infringement, claiming Mega Upload earned $175 million illegally. While Mega Upload collapsed in a flash, the Pirate Bay became the outlaw that refused to sink. Launched in 2003 in Sweden, it offered magnet links to pirated content and championed a rebellious philosophy against copyright laws. Even after the 2006 police raid and the 2009 conviction of its founders, the site rebounded, mirrored across numerous servers. Authorities attempted to curb its activities with fines, prison time, and domain seizures, but the Pirate Bay continued to operate. To this day, it survives as a digital pirate ship, battered but unbroken. But law enforcement has gotten better. In recent years, Europol and the FBI launched Operation Disrupt Tor and Operation Dark Hunt Tor, which resulted in the takedown of major markets and the arrest of hundreds of users. Within the dark web, emerging social media platforms similar to those on the World Wide Web exist. This is known as the Dark Web Social Network, DWSN, which functions like a regular social networking site, where members can have customizable pages, have friends, like posts, and blog in forums. Facebook and other traditional social media platforms have begun to create dark web versions of their websites. How many people are on the dark web? According to Cybersecurity Ventures, there are approximately 2.7 million active users on the Tor network daily as of 2024. However, not all of them are browsing the dark web. Many simply use Tor to protect their anonymity while accessing the regular web. As for the dark web itself, roughly 100,000 to 300,000 users are navigating the dodgy part of the internet at any given time. Who controls the dark web? No one and everyone. Tor is decentralized. No central authority exists to moderate or remove content. Law enforcement agencies have adapted by infiltrating dark web communities, setting up stings, or exploiting technical vulnerabilities. The dark web is not inherently evil. It's a tool, a network that, like fire, can cook a meal or burn down a house. It can shield a journalist in Myanmar or mask a scammer in Russia. The Darknet is a paradox, part freedom, part fear, and full of digital drama. But don't stop here. Our channel is your gateway drug to the extraordinary. Hit that next video and keep exploring the world behind the screen. You never know what's waiting in the shadows.